Yeah, I'm just going to start talking. I'm not waiting for anyone to come in. I've just been to my son's school, checking again in the playground. No temperature guns, but I thought I'm gonna ask. So couldn't see any, and then he went in school, and I've told him, tell me if anyone fires one at you. I rang the school and asked them. I believe you're doing the temperature guns to, take the kids' temperature. Was this just yesterday? Because my son started school yesterday, so it's only Thursday, Friday, and then next week. No, they're doing it every day. So I'm like, right. I said, I don't want my son having his temperature taken with those guns. And they're like, why? What's, I said, because they're dangerous. They're like, oh yeah, but it's the whoever's put it out. We all know it's a guideline, it's not law. All schools are doing it. I said, you'll find not all schools are doing it because they're not. And I know that for a fact that not all schools are doing it. It's a guideline. Um, and they're not dangerous. I said, they are dangerous. But obviously, high red eye, Jedi, yeah, conditioning person, yeah. If you go and Google it, obviously it says that they're not dangerous, but Google would say that because we all know what Google is. But let's remember half of these people at the schools are asleep. The teachers are asleep. Not being horrible, but they are. It's about, oh, hi, Laurie. So she said she's going to get back to me, which I don't think she is. And if they've probably already done it again. So I'm going to see when I go and pick him up after if they have. I'm going into the school and I'm going to have a word with them because it's my right as a mother. Yeah, exactly. It's my right as a mother to say no, he doesn't need it because it's only a guideline, it's not law. Also, people are daft these days. We all know when your kid goes to school, if they've got a temperature in the morning, you know they've got a temperature, they feel hot, sweaty, whatever. You take the temperature, right, you're not going in school because I think you're ill, you're coming down with something. So we don't take them in. That's common sense. I know, I don't know nothing about homeschooling. I don't know how it works. I might have to look into it. I don't know. I don't think schools are bad. I think things are going to change in schools. I really do think things are going to change in school. you know, all this stuff has to be seen for people to rise. But I doubt anyone else has brought this up at the school. I doubt anybody else at that school he goes to has brought this up. Yeah. Um, but because it's like I do want him to be around other children and that, but to go in, yeah, I know it's about control, but it's a bit like, if I go in today, um, it's common sense. We don't send our kids in. Yeah, Magenta Pixie did. We don't send our kids in when they've got a temperature because we know they're ill. That's common sense. That's what parents do anyway. So why can't I, as a parent, I'll say to them, well, I'll just take my son's temperature every morning. I'll write it down on a piece of paper and give it you in if you want the temperature. Um, why you take? Well, we know why they're taking the temperature with the gun. Um, yeah, but does anyone homeschool anyway? Do you, as a parent? Because I'm on my own anyway. Do you get paid for, I know this sounds daft, do you get paid for homeschooling? How does that work? Because obviously you're at home with your child. Is it seen as a job? Uh, I know nothing about it. Then join the homeschooling group local. Oh, yeah, I hope there's awake teachers are clubbing together. I don't know if there's any at the school he's at, but I'm definitely got. If I find out they've done it again, I'll be going in because what they don't understand is and I'm assuming it's one of them guns. I don't know what it looks like. I want to have a look at it. They're saying it's all right. You don't know what a laser's being. We know why it's being fired here. It's the pineal gland. They don't know that. And you can actually take an accurate reading on your wrist. So there's no reason that they need to do it on the forehead. And even sticking your wrist out, if they're saying about social distancing, which I don't believe in anyway, is further away from your forehead anyway. Yeah, I think it'll be sooner than later. I think people have just got to see the absolute ridiculousness, can't even say the word, of what's going on at the schools. But like I said, not all schools are doing it. Yeah, exactly. Why haven't they done this with the flu? It's exactly. They don't do that when it's flu season. They take the temperature of your kids every time they come in. When we go through flu season, oh, we've got to take your kid's temperature in the forehead every time you come in. So they're doing it every day. Because people are talking about the pineal gland. I don't think it's not that harmful if it's once or twice, a couple of times. It's if it's continuously done. And they said they're doing it every day. Luckily, he only went in yesterday. It's 2 days. And obviously, I don't believe in it at all, but I really did think that, oh, maybe they just did it yesterday and they weren't doing it today. And I've just rang up and I've told her it's harmful. They'll probably go and try and Google it now and this, that, and the other. Obviously, on Google, it's not going to tell you it's harmful. You know, if you fly around YouTube a bit, you'll find different things. Up your frequency not being in the mix. Yeah. Mm, mm. Homeschool if possible, that's my up. Worse in cities. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if anybody here now or after has got any info on homeschooling or what they think of it. Like I said, I don't believe in the future, like some people are saying there's a lot of people homeschooling. I don't believe in the end that we're all going to be homeschooling from home. I do think, you know, the whole Q thing and everything and all this stuff that's coming in, all the systems that falling down the old systems. Hi, Marilyn, all the old systems. Um, they will take the bad out of those systems and put good people in. So it won't mean that you're getting head teachers who are power tripping and part of that, you know, all that going on. You will have good people in because doctors. A lot of teachers are good people. They're just following what they think are the guidelines because they don't know. And a lot of them are not awake. So Google look at Manchester. Yeah, yeah, long term, short term plan. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true. Red Eye Jedi. Where are you from, Red Eye? Are you UK? Schools in the States, I just read. Yeah. See, but I have a problem with my ex-partner. I can see there being massive big send me, not sending me out. It's like, because they're not awake. They're not awake to what's going on. Madness. Oh, I used to have an auntie who lived in Kent. So it's bonkers. But if you see, if they want the temperature taken, it should be a parent's job, a mother's job to take that temperature in the morning. Like we said, we know when our children are ill. We should be able to do that in the morning. Even if we have to take the temperature at the gate with the thermometer at the gate, they don't have to do it. They don't have to do a gun aimed at the head. I bet they don't get aimed at the head every morning. Yeah, difficult situation it is. Causes problems. So yeah, I was just ranting really because I've just got back from school now, and they haven't rang me back, and they probably won't. So I'll be going in a while, actually into the school face to face, see what they say. Because if I'm telling them my son is not having a gun fired at his head, a laser gun, and they're telling me yes he is, and I'm like no he isn't, and he will tell me. Thank you. He will tell me when he comes out of school whether they did it or not. And I said to them today, you can do it on your wrist. You can do it on your wrist. There's no need to have it done on the forehead, especially young children. My son's 5 years old. It's all right, I'm saying that. They don't know what that laser gun does. Doesn't matter if Google are saying it's safe. We all know it isn't. Yeah, trying to normalise craziness. Yeah, not pineal, fire at risk. This is what I said to her. She'll think I'm off my head. She went, there any reason? I went, yeah, it's harmful. And you need to learn about the pineal gland. She probably thought, what? And they won't know. Um, but it's a guideline. They're not doing it all schools. You know, but like I said, if a mother's saying no, who are they to say, yes, we are? It's not law, it's a guideline. So I just thought I'd come on and say that in case any of you, UK, America, wherever you are having the same sort of dilemma, sort of, you know, things going on. My daughter is torn too, doesn't know what it is the right choice. She's going to try sending them, but will pull them out if needed. Yeah, if they're gonna get into an argument with me and they're not gonna do what I'm asking them to do, then I'm gonna have to take him out and say, right, well, he comes back when you've stopped doing the temperature gun. Simple as. When you stop doing it, I'll bring him back. Because they're not going to be doing that all the time. If that's ongoing, that's absolutely ridiculous. But that's what they do in China. They want us to be like China, but it's not for the government to do a parent's job. That's like saying they don't trust a parent to do a parent's job. We take the temperatures. Yeah, good luck. Sorry, you got to deal with the bullshit. I know. I feel like going on Facebook now for the people that know me around this area, because it's like the more people make a shout about it, the more they might listen. But I told my daughter's schools I had many concerns, and my heart is saying don't send them. So I'm like, yeah, yeah. And it's awful because they want to be around the friends. He wants to be around his friends. He's had what, 4 months off or whatever it is, not being around his friends. Been a bit of a nightmare. You know, he was quite happy yesterday, but when he came home and told me that, because it was him who told me that, I didn't realise he actually told me, said they'd fired him with a laser gun, so at the temperature gun. So yeah, so we will see, and I will see if the school get back to me as well. See, I don't look at the all the government stuff, so I'm going to have to go and find that what it says. It's the government. It's not law. It's a guideline. It's a guideline, meaning you don't have to do it. It's just a guideline. So yeah, guess we'll see what happens later, and I'll let you all know. But like I said, I just come on to see if anyone else is having the same thing, or maybe some of you have gone into the school. Please comment if you've gone to school and said something, and maybe and what they've said back, or did they get back to you? Are any other people talking about it at your school? Because I know there'll be hardly anybody at my school talking about it. I know that for a fact. Yeah, and the fear isn't COVID, it's about what they're teaching them. Yeah. I don't think they will band together outside schools, because there's not a lot of people. I think there's some at my school that they are awake to stuff, but I don't know if they'll think that's a thing. Um, I don't think they'll think that's a thing. I've just rang up to mention it. I could say today, oh, is anyone else, you know, coming in? But I think the more it gets highlighted, and the more it's just like everything else in it, the more people are aware and it gets highlighted, and you start thinking about it, the more people might speak out about it. And like what you said in chat, we have flu season and no one says anything. So yeah. So I think I'm going to go over to Facebook. So if anyone's on my Facebook, I think I'm going to go over there and have a rant over there. So I will see you guys later. And yeah, please leave a comment if you're going through the same thing, like I said, or teachers have said something or whatever. And I'll speak to you later. Bye. I'll probably be back in a bit, maybe after dinner. I've got some painting and stuff to do in the kitchen. So yeah, check you guys later. Bye.